The auditorium was empty except for a single piece of furniture. Any apartment will do as long as the rent is low. I'm not particular about it. His 60-year-old cousin inherited a piece of real estate by the lake. So much for small talk. Let's get down to business. Lucy resented the aggressive salesman trying to make her sign the contract. There are a number of factors discouraging us from investing in stocks. Japan imports various raw materials and exports manufactured goods. In the course of its economic development, Japan has abandoned its traditional values. The world is faced with an unprecedented crisis. In short, the purpose of the regulation is to protect the domestic industries. In order to keep up its competitiveness in the world, Japan must undertake sweeping deregulation in earnest.
Section 12. We
can't turn our back on disparate people who are at risk. The Parliament decided to provide developing countries with financial aid. Some say the British monarchy should be abolished. What do you think? They sought shelter from the attack, but found no place to hide. There's little prospect that two countries will make significant progress in disarmament. The negotiations are underway. Before long, they will enter a crucial phase. The slaves were anxious to alter their destinies. The aristocrats added their privileges to their heart's content. The revolution in itself was no fruit after all.
Section 13.
Bob cut in our conversation saying, I'm against it, but everyone ignored him. We skipped his turn on purpose. He saw someone being bullied, but he turned a blind eye. When Nick and I cheated on an exam, I was suspended from school. As for Nick, he got away with it. They are hostile to Richie because they are jealous of his wealth and said, I hate him. He behaved as if he was somebody. In spite of our compliments, he frowned and turned away. He was so rude. He claimed the enormous property and at his disposal. The more stubborn you are, the more isolated you become. Don't beat around the bush. What am I supposed to do? Just wait and see. Time will tell.
Section 14.
Please hand in your assignment via email no later than 5 p.m. on June 10th. Joe is anything but diligent. That's why he flunked math again. His thesis doesn't make sense. To begin with, its theme is obscure. His essay was concise and to the point. How are you going to deal with his complicated problem? Leave it to me. It's a piece of cake. Nick, I want you to look this over before I turn it in. Sorry, but I have my hands full right now.
What if I don't meet
What
the
if
deadline?
I didn't meet the deadline? I bet he'll get mad at you. Your summary leaves nothing to be desired apart from the terrible handwriting. You ought to think over whether the premise is valid or not. Above all, scientific terms call for precise definitions.
Section 15.
First of all, learn the formula by heart. To calculate the volume, multiply the length by the width by the depth. Tiny cracks were found in the bottom of the barrel. This chapter will focus on the concept of geometry. Phil is much more interested in academic subjects than in practical skills. Something's gone wrong with this microscope. I need to have it repaired. Let me see it. Maybe I can fix it. What is an instrument? For instance, a gauge such as a thermometer or a barometer. The minute follicles are barely visible to the naked eye.
Muscle
Muscle tissue consists of a vast number of cells. This substance is mostly composed of hydrogen and oxygen.
The exact
The exact temperature is 22.68 degrees Celsius.
Section 16.
Naomi likes to show off her perfect figure. I wish I were thin like her. I envy her.
You
You
could go on a
can
diet.
go on a diet.
I fell in
I
love with
fell in
Naomi
love
at
with
first sight.
Naomi at first
3
sight.
months later,
3 months later,
I
I took a chance
to
of
her,
proposing
but
to
she turned
her,
me down.
but she turned me down.
I met the
I
man
met
by
the man
chance.
by chance.
He's gentle,
He is gentle
and smart.
and smart.
What's more,
What's more,
he's single.
he is single.
His nephew
His nephew was
was
brought up to be modest and considerate.
I
I introduced
to my
Bob to
folks,
my folks,
and they took
and
to
they
him
took
at
to him at once.
People should be judged
not so much by how they look, by who they are.
It's not your
It's
title
not
that
your
counts.
title that
That's for
counts,
sure.
that's for
Exclaimed
sure,
Bob.
exclaimed Bob.
As a
As
self-made
a
man
self-made
would,
man put it,
a man of
a
vision
man
will make good in the
of
end.
vision will make good in the end.
Keep in mind
that youth is
eternal.
not eternal.
Section 17.
I can't figure out why on earth everyone feels so much of contempt for Bob. I can't help laughing at him because he keeps on making stupid mistakes. He'd be the last person to learn his lesson. To make matters worse, he isn't even conscious of annoying us.
Since I was
Since I was in a hurry, I put my gloves on inside out by mistake. Dave is flat and clumsy. When he leaped over the shallow stream, he stumbled and twisted his ankle.
I'm scared of
I'm
heights.
scared of heights.
You're a coward.
You're a coward.
The passive man,
The passive man seldom, if ever,
expresses
expresses himself in public.
Nick
Nick
convinced
convinced
me
me
that all
that
superstitions
all
are
superstitions
irrational.
are irrational.
I trembled
I
with fear
trembled
at
with
the thought
fear
of an
at the
injection.
thought of an injection.
Since Bob
Since
is
Bob
lazy
is
and
lazy
hard,
at the
he
heart,
frequently
he
neglects his
neglects
duties.
his duties.
While Bob was
While
at
Bob
work,
was at work, Jenny was at home absorbed in the silly soap operas. Bob likes the cartoons, but I don't think much of them.
As a matter
As
of
a
fact,
matter
they're
of
boring.
fact, they are boring.
Section 18. It occurred
It occurred to me that he was holding me something back because he wouldn't look me in the eye. When her patience gave out, she grabbed his collar and swore at him. I must admit we quarrel every now and then, but generally we are on good terms with each other. Do you mind if I stop by your house? No, not at all. Be my guest. Hold on, I'll be right back. Don't hang up. I can't put you up. For one thing, my dad drops in on me from time to time. While Jennifer was standing still, Bob was pacing back and forth along the sidewalk.
Let's make up,
Let's make up, Lisa. Stop taking me for granted. We are through for good this time. I mean it.
Come on.
Come on, don't get so emotional, Lisa. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Let's
Let's
talk
talk it over.
You
You betrayed me. Please forgive me. How can I make it up to you? I'll get even. You should confess your sins rather than conceal them. Keep your word. Otherwise, you'll end up losing faith.
Bob sticks to
Bob sticks to his moral principles and believes that honesty pays off in the long run.
Cheer up.
Cheer up, you couldn't help it. I did my best. I know. Don't dwell on the past. You can start over.
Section 19.
Jane,
Please do me
please do me a favor and give me a ride to Times Square. I wish I could, but I'm tied up right now.
As usual,
Mike turned up on time. He's very punctual. The other day I ran to the gas in the middle of the busy interstate. A truck driving ahead of me skidded, turned over, and scattered its all over the road.
He
He
recalled that a
recalled
collision
that
had been
collision
avoided by
had
sheer luck.
been avoided by sheer luck.
In case of an
In case
emergency,
of an emergency, get in touch with my agent right away.
Jane,
Jane,
where
where
are
are
we
we heading?
I
I
think
think
we're
we are
lost.
lost.
We went in the
We
wrong
went in the
direction.
wrong direction.
Damn.
Damn,
All
pull over.
My rusty
My
Ford
rusty
broke
Ford
down,
broke down,
obstructing the
obstructed the
intersection.
intersection.
There are so many
There are so
fine
many
scratches
fine
and
scratches
dents on
and
its
dents
surface.
on its
It's
surface.
no use
It's
polishing
no
it.
use polishing it.
Hey,
Hey,
we're stuck
we
in
are
a
stuck in a
traffic
traffic
jam.
jam.
Chill out, Joe.
Chill out, Joe.
Let's take a
Let's take a shortcut.
We'll get there in
We'll
time.
get there in time.
I've got a flat
I got a
tire.
flat tire.
Can you give me a hand?
Can you give me a
I'd be
hand?
glad to.
I'd be glad to.
The ambulance
The
went
ambulance
out of
went
control,
out of the
came close
control
to
and
running
came
over a
close to
pedestrian.
running over a pedestrian.
Section 20. He contends
He
that
contends
primitive
that primitive
life
life
existed
once
on Mars.
existed on Mars.
The crew is
The
busy
crew is busy
preparing
preparing for the voyage into
space.
outer space.
They conducted a
They
series
conduct
of
a series of
experiments under zero
experience
gravity.
under zero gravity.
Many
Many
astronomers
astronomers assume that the universe will
expand.
expand infinitely.
The
The astronauts were greeted with spontaneous applause.
A fund was
A
set up
fund
with a
was
view
set
to
up
preserving
with
our
a
endangered
view
planet.
preserving our endangered
The
planet.
massive flood
The massive
paralyzed the local
paralyzed the local transportation network.
The equator
The
divides
equator
the globe
divided the
into
globe
two
into two
hemispheres.
hemispheres.
I think
I
it's
think
cruel
it's
to
cruel
trap
to
animals for
trap
fur
animals
coats.
for fur coats.
The
The
organization
organization
plays
plays
a
a principal role in wild conservation. Many fragile species are on the verge of extinction.
The prolonged
The
drought,
prolonged
did
drought
severe
did damage to the crops.
Tropical
Tropical
rainforests
rainforests are quickly disappearing on a global scale. In part, it's due to acid rain. It is said that global warming is directly related to carbon dioxide emissions.
The
The
destruction
destruction
of
of the ozone layer affects the environment.
The
The committee called on all nations to work side by side to curb air pollution. A satellite was launched into orbit to monitoring melting glaciers.